Lesson 4.1 Congruent Figures by Joe and Matt. Theorem 4.1 says that if two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then the third angles must be congruent. Congruent angles are angles with the same measure, and congruent lines are lines with the same measure. For example, if two quadrilaterals are considered congruent figures, then they have congruent angles and side measurements. In our example given, we knew that angle D was congruent to angle A because they had already gave us two angle measures. So we could easily find the last measure by subtracting it all from 180. How about we practice a little bit? In this problem, triangle CAT is congruent to triangle JSD. In this problem, it is important to keep track of what angles correspond with each other and what sides correspond with each other. We can find both by using the information they gave us, which is that triangle CAT is equal to triangle JSD. We can use this to match the correct order the pairs will be. So we could say that the three pairs of congruent sides are CA is equal to JS, AT is equal to SD, and TC is equal to DJ. The three pairs of congruent angles are that C is equal to J, A is congruent to S, and T is congruent to D. Here we have two tricky problems. The first problem deals with congruent sides. We learned how to solve this method. Since we need to find x and both sides are congruent, we can just make both sides equal to each other and solve for x, which is 5. In the second problem, they give us the angle measures of all angles, but we need to find x. Since all triangles equal to 180 degrees, we can add the measures up and it will be equal to 180. The final answer should be x equals 13. Thank you for listening to Lesson 4.1 by Matt and Joe.